right, we're going to be looking at the newest Battle Pass. As you can see, the new main menu is already present, but let's get into it. The first skin line is called the Runestone Marshal. I want to say that things are looking a little bit better in the main menu or the menu than in game, but we'll get to that after. It doesn't look all too bad, but it definitely screams Battle Pass to say the least. There's the sneakerhead card confirming Phoenix loves his sneakers, and then there's my favorite skin line in the Battle Pass, the Iridian Thorn. This is the Iridian Thorn Judge. This looks cool. This looks like literally something they would make and sell for 5,100 as a bundle, and even in game it looks amazing. But again, we'll get to that. Not too bad all around. I really like the Iridian. And then here I moved too fast, like I wanted to get to the next gun. There's the Vamos title. There's then a No Vision spray, a Written in the Stars spray, and then one of my favorite banners, I just skipped it too fast, is called Written Stars Sova card. It looks beautiful, like really amazing. So yeah, then there's the Starlight Odyssey Guardian. This does have a color variant to it. We're gonna go over the Guardian right away, but then for the rest of the Starlit, we'll go over them after. So there's this darker purple, then there's this sunset color, or I think it's called sunset, something like that. It looks amazing. And then there's the midnight, which I think a lot of people are gonna like. Now keep note of those little sprinkly stars that are actually on the gun. They come into a role later, but next we got the Runestone card and the Unconditional Surrender Spray. This is my team after
Pretty sick.
Pistol round. We then got some Radianite as well as the Shell Song Buddy. There's also another Runestone Bulldog, or a skin, which is the Bulldog. Doesn't look the best, but The Iridian Thorn Sheriff, however, oh my goodness.
That's pretty cool.
Looks beautiful. Just wait till you see this one in game. It's actually really, really nice. This alone is pushing me to get the Battle Pass personally. There's the Harbor ID. There's a surprise. It's a Tiger Spray, as well as a Runestone Shorty. This one, I'm not liking the Runestone at all, but it is what it is. There's an Ice Sleep Spray, a more Radianite, of course, the Ornamental Commander, because this will run through Christmas, Fascinating Spray, and the Starlit Odyssey Vandal, which has some variants, but again, we'll get to that a little bit after. Just don't want to exit this menu. It looks gorgeous though. This looks gorgeous. The problem is I think it looks better here than in game, but again, just wait for it. There's the Unearth the Mask card. I want to get the Battle Pass just to have this. This looks way too clean. There's the Fill Your Card Spray as well. And there's a cute little cipher one, which says Always Watching. On top of that, there's the Iridian Thorn card, and then the Iridian Thorn Bucky. Ah, man, it looks so good. So good in my opinion. I love how this is looking. There's the Corbin's Light Buddy, which is one of the best buddies in the game in my opinion now, not gonna lie. There's the Gauntlet card, Poor Astra, more Radianite, as well as a Halo Buddy, and then a Mind Blown Spray, and a Starlit Odyssey Spectre. Again, this Starlit one I think is looking better than you think. There's the Hawk Out spray, which is very cute, as well as this nice little flower. I skipped over it kind of quick. There's the Star Lotus, and then you guys just saw the Omen card. But next, we got the Runestone Odin. I really don't like this skin. I felt like it's the reverse. Instead of growing on me, I kind of disliked it more and more. There's Treat That Burn. There's the Bracelet card. Again, some of the best cards in a Battle Pass. I skipped over those last two way too fast. But hopefully the slowdown let you catch it. But then there's the Iridian Thorn Operator with, it just looks so good. This looks so good. There's Breach's Approval Spray, nice little nods. The Iridian Thorn Buddy. I don't like this spray too much. I feel like it looks a little odd, but whatever. The Grand Design card is so clean, so amazing artwork. Then finally, there's the Iridian Thorn Blade, as well as a Ghost for free, the Starlit Odyssey Ghost. But let's quickly buy everything and show you the variants. The Starlit Odyssey Vandal, this is really nice. Then there's the dark purple, as well as the sunset, which just looks so cool. So damn cool.
That is pretty cool.
Just I'll explain it in a bit. The midnight also looks really nice, of course. Then there's the variants for the ghost, the twilight, the sunset, as well as the midnight. Sorry, I was calling the names incorrectly. I just feel like overall it looks really cool, but only in the menu for some reason. Here are the variants in the Spectre. Again, twilight, midnight, and sunset. Okay, so let's get into game 1 second. So I want to show you this. So here, this looks nice. It doesn't have effects, but I genuinely think it looks nice. Genuinely. I really believe what I'm saying here. I think this looks extremely nice, even without effects, but I'm probably more of a sucker for the projectile style. The Shorty, which shows the Runestone, I dislike. Genuinely dislike. I don't think it looks good whatsoever. The least favorite. But then This one, I just feel it looks. I don't know. Is it just me? I feel like it looks worse in game, but it's not that bad. I don't know. Now I'm looking at it. It's not that bad. They don't have that same shine. But the Iridium, on the other hand, looks even better in game. It has this color tone that changes depending on the lighting and the way that it hits. If I'm looking left, if I'm looking right. When I shoot and reload, though, I love the reload. Those little bullets just look so clean.
That's
Amazing work on that end. There's then the Spectre. Again, okay, maybe the default color, because this one's the default color, just looks the worst. I don't know. It's like nothing. It feels plain. It looks more plain. But Iridium got the shotguns covered. You also got the Bucky, as we mentioned, and it looks clean. I love this skin line. Honestly, how I'm leaning is the Iridium plus some of the best banner or player cards in the game plus Radianite make the $10 worth it, in my opinion. In my personal opinion, that's how I'm seeing it so far. I think overall looks pretty good, though. All in all, not bad whatsoever. There's the Bucky, or not the the Bucky, Bucky AF. There's the Bulldog. Really don't like how this one looks. Then there's the Guardian. Not too bad, but again, I just felt they had more sparkle in the game. But maybe that's a bug. Like the stars aren't moving nearly as much as in the preview. Am I crazy? Like the black looks nice, but are the stars? Yeah, no, the stars are moving, but just I don't feel that they show as much as in the preview. Then there's the Marshall Runestone Marshall and the Iridium Operator. The Iridium Operator looks very nice. My goodness, that circular bottom, the circular clip at the bottom just looks so good. I really like this. I think they did amazing. Then there's the Runestone Odin, and that sums up the battle pass. Let me know if you're going to cop it. I think it's worth just for the Iridium, the player cards, and the Radianite. Comment down below what you're thinking, and make sure to subscribe to enter to win 100,000 VP.
Not
Harbor
too
is our newest
shabby.
agent, and his bubble ability can literally block bullets, but does it block jet knives? What about neon alts? Time to find out in this interactions video, starting with explaining every single ability and going from there. But quickly, I just want to quickly say I have a second channel, and by subscribing to that channel, you enter to win 100,000 VP. Yes, 100,000, but let's get into it. All right, his first ability, which is the C, sends out a water wall forward. If you repress C, you will stop that wall in its tracks. It's not that wide, but anyone who walks through it gets slowed momentarily. So as you can see here, for example, let's say I want to throw it out, it can go through walls. So anywhere on the map, look at the mini map. That's the best way to understand indicators and range. And then I repress C, it stops in its tracks, and then walking through it slows everyone, including teammates and enemies. This will be used to, of course, block off little choke points, let's say here when entering into B main, but you know, it's a little bit tricky. This one does not block bullets, just to make that clear. This ability, however, which is this Q, does block bullets. As you can see, both allies and enemies cannot shoot through this bubble at all. It's really large from the inside, way bigger than most smokes, and covers a huge amount. However, this bubble can be broken. It has this outer magical shield, and let's say when spamming through an Odin, it breaks that shield, and then the bubble or the smoke disappears. So it's a smoke that can literally be broken. Moving on with the E. The E is a hybrid between a Phoenix wall and a Viper wall. It goes through the map for a decently mid-sized distance and can be curved like a Phoenix wall. For example, here I curve it around this spike and block off this entire area. It also slows when walking through it, just to make that clear. You can pause and read the abilities right there, but let's move on to the ult. The ult is really weird. The radius is large, but trying to figure out how to place it down is not very easy. You can see that it placed near the back, and once placed down, this whirlpool spawns underneath the enemies and slowly stuns them 3 times over. So if I back up and cover this whole area, you can see it chases the enemy down, continuously spawning this whirlpool and trying to stun them, making sure they have to stay on their feet. They can dodge it pretty easy, but while they're moving, you take those gunfights. But let's combine these abilities. I throw out the E, for example, to block off the entire spawn area. I then ult from afar, which will then chase the enemy. I then lob the shield, and forgot to mention that you can lob the shield to enter safely and hopefully pop out and kill them. Now, I'm no Radiant, but combining these abilities, I can see the use, and let me tell you, he's a lot of fun. I also realized with the wall, since it moves slow, you can kind of follow it. Like, you can put it in front of you like a shield, even though it doesn't act like a shield. But speaking about shields, let's see what this bubble literally blocks. Now, Chamber acts like bullets, meaning his Q, bada bing bada boom, blocked. F you, Chamber mains, F you. This includes his ultimate as well, but you'll see that the third or second bullet does break it, and that's the whole health thing I was talking about. It does a lot of damage, so it can be broken. You can see this here, just no scoping the wall. 1, 2, and then 3. Third bullet breaks the shield. Moving from there, he can place tripwires through, and I should kind of explain that. Like, let's say a killjoy can place a turret through. Like, you can interact through the wall. You can place abilities from outside of the wall into the wall. Abilities are not affected. Jet knives, while an ability, act like a projectile, or I guess a bullet, not really a projectile, meaning it can break the wall and it does interact the wall, completely blocking it. This goes as well with like the killjoy turret, but it's kind of hard because it also acts like a smoke. So when I enter it, the killjoy turret stops like targeting me. I can also break the wall with a knife. I just found that kind of funny. If you throw out all your abilities and then get completely suppressed by KO, it doesn't stop the abilities. They keep going around you, no biggie. This one's funny. Neon's ult does get blocked, but man, does it melt this wall. Like, look at this, look at this, look at this. So I place down this bubble, sorry, the shield bubble, and it just melts it, breaking straight through it. However, Rays count as full abilities. The rocket goes straight through and can kill you. This also applies to Boombot. Boombot goes straight through, as well as grenades. I'll showcase these in a second. And I tested a lot of people, but I don't want to waste your time here at the start. Things go through. Abilities go through. The only thing that doesn't is if it's counted as a bullet. There is a couple more interactions, but in general, most or all abilities go through. I'm going to further prove this point with Sky. So let's say I decide to pop the bubble and then the Sky wants the wolf through. The wolf will go through, no problem. If you throw the wolf from beforehand, it goes through, no problem. It acts like a smoke, meaning if you were to omen smoke and you hit inside of it and Sky ulted, what would happen? Same thing happens here. She ults, it's going to chase you down, eat you alive. Okay, that's mainly how it's going to work. Unfortunately, this does not block up lineup Larry's, and Average Jonas can shed a tear of joy. All bullets, all arrows, all ults, everything goes through. No biggie whatsoever. Everything goes straight through, unfortunately. I'm not going to lie. I was hoping this would block lineups. That's not its use case. That is not what's happening here whatsoever. I did continue to test a couple more things, but the general rule is bullets, no. Abilities, yes. That's just how it is. I was testing this, and my wife really was adamant that water should put out fire. It does not. It absolutely does not. Unfortunate.